Well, hello there, everybody. How are we doing? I hope we're having a very merry day, and I hope it's about to get merrier. My name is Charlie Merriman. I'm merry by name. I'm merry by nature. You know this by now, and I very much hope I can make your day merry with this stream tonight. We are shiny hunting for Totodile on my Pokemon Silver Dream Team quest. More than 1,500 resets so far. Maybe tonight will be the night. I mean, the odds are 1 in 8,192, so maybe don't hold your breath, don't expect it, but it can happen at any time, and I am shiny hunting off stream for this as well. I thought that might be a wise idea. Just to, speed things up as much as we can. You can't really say speed things up. It's a little bit emphatic for what we're talking about here, 1 in 8,192 odds. But it's the antithesis of yesterday's stream. It's going to be very chill, just shiny hunting. Who is going to be shiny hunting alongside me? Or who's going to be doing some VGC alongside? Who's going to be doing some kind of playing of Pokemon alongside? Who's going to be doing anything of any kind? Are you cooking? Let me know what you're doing. Very merry to see you here. So, without further ado, let's hop into the game, shall we? Let's get as many encounters in as we possibly can. This playmat that I've got on the backdrop, it's from the Birmingham Regional Championships recently. And I realise now that you don't have a very good view of it, but it is Latias and Latios. Take my word for it. It's a really cool playmat. It's a shame you can't see more of it, but maybe I'll have to readjust this for a future stream. But anyway, welcome, Rani. Hello. Always a pleasure to see you. How are you doing? I'm sorry, by the way, that I was slightly late to stream, everybody. Very excitingly, I was just listening to a draft of some music that a very dear person to me is writing for the channel and for the podcast. And they've absolutely nailed it. I love it. We'll see how long it takes to fully develop, but for now, I'm really liking the early draft that I've heard, so I'm really excited about that, and I'm excited for you all to hear that. So I was just listening to that before starting the stream. Wanted to have it sort of, percolating in the background. How is your day going, Rani? Hello, Double T. Good to see you. How's your day going? Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. How are you today? How's your Wednesday going? You're a little bit tired. You didn't sleep that well, Ronnie. Fair enough. Were you chilly? Is that why? Were you a little bit cold? Hope you sleep much better tonight. And I hope that this stream is the sort of relaxing thing you need to pave the way for a good sleep. Did we see that the EUIC 8192 Shiny Challenge is very much going ahead? I need to just adjust my camera a little bit. Oh, that's... Come on. We deal with this every shiny hunting stream, just making sure it's in the best possible position. It's not quite center, but at least it's a little bit closer. That's how we get on with that. Yeah, the Birmingham happened already. You can see the video of that on my channel. But the 8192 Shiny Challenge, we're doing it again at EUIC. I'm not able to host it this time, but my very good friend Shmon is. Shmon, a stalwart of the community, someone who has championship points, or at least last season, in VGC. Forgot to increase that by 1. Trading card game and Pokemon Go. So if you're going to EUIC, bring your generations 2 to 5 Pokemon games and get involved in the 8192 Shiny Challenge. The aim is to find as many shinies as possible in 1 hour. This still isn't quite working, annoyingly. Because I don't have enough room to reset. That's better, actually. That's better. Bring your generations 2 to 5 Pokemon games if you're going to EUIC. All of the details, I've reposted it on my X, and keep an eye on Shmon's post and Shmon's X as well for more details. But see how many shinies we can find in an hour. We found 2 last time in Birmingham. This is an event that is the brainchild of Nora in the future over in the NA region. She and another Shiny Hunter, Quick Panic, good friend of mine, have hosted a couple of these events over there, and feels good to be bringing it over to Europe as well. Hopefully we can make it a recurrent thing at in-person competitive Pokemon events. So, hope you're all very much looking forward to that. And if you are going, what games are you bringing? Hello, Ethan. Good to see you. How are you doing? Hope you're having a very merry day. Thank you so much for being here. Hope your day's about to get merrier. It wasn't cold for you. You won't be here for long again. Fair enough, already. No, I understand. I understand your timings. And again, I'm sorry I was a little bit late, but exciting times ahead, for sure. I was also having a little think about badges and emoji for Chazingdra today, which was also very exciting. I'm going to sort of reflect on those overnight and then might share them in the Discord community tomorrow. Just to see if people have any additions or further thoughts. I might do that, I'll see. But either way, Alex U. Splash, who designed the fantastic thumbnail for my Birmingham 8192 Shiny Challenge video, is designing badges and emoji for me, so cannot wait to see what Alex comes up with. Did such a fantastic job with the thumbnail, so I'm sure he'll do that again. So all sorts of things planned for the channel. Doing planning for the channel today. Very exciting times, but it did mean I was a little bit late, so I apologise for that. Alright. Now, if you're new to this hunt, you might have seen me reset when the HP stat was 21. You'll see me reset also if we have not a shiny Totodile. That would be bad. That's the Totodile we want to keep. If we have a female Totodile, you'll see me reset as well, just because of the way it works in Generation 2. Shiny Totodile first partner will be male, and it will have an HP stat of 20. So this is male, so you can continue with this one. And we have to just get through Elm's dialogue here. Need to wipe a few bits of dust off the screen, don't I? John, I got Elm's phone number. And it's 20, so we can check it. Is it shiny? It's not. So we reset. Let me just wipe off the screen. That's better. Doing some work on your VGC team. Nice, Double T. What team are you contemplating? What restricted? What are you thinking about? Thank you so much for asking, Ethan. I am better. Yeah, thank you. I think, you know, just the very residual last dregs of a cough. But it stuck around for a long time. And you know what? I think actually it was more of a flu than just a cold, which I can't remember the last time I had one, to be honest. Did I increase the number there? I have a feeling I didn't. So that was interesting to experience again. Yeah, I was taken out for a good few days, actually. And because of my cystic fibrosis, my medical condition, which affects the lungs and many other things, I wrote a one-man show about my medical condition, actually, that you can find on YouTube if you type in Wonder Drug, a comedy about cystic fibrosis. Because of that condition, I put myself on antibiotics when I feel like a cold is developing. And I finished that course of antibiotics today. Obviously, it doesn't treat the cold because the cold is a virus, but it does act as a prophylaxis, so it prevents, hopefully, further infection developing. So anyway, I finished that course of antibiotics today, and yeah, basically back to normal. My body will settle down after finishing the course of antibiotics, and then hopefully even more so. So thanks so much for asking, Ethan. How are you doing? You love the playmat. It is a cool playmat, isn't it, Ronnie? It's a shame that you don't get a better view of it. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, this is... you're really not getting its best angle, but Latias and Latios playmat from the Birmingham Regional Championships a couple of weeks ago. It's a really good design. It's just a shame you can't see more of it here. HP start of 21, so we can reset immediately without checking it. isn't hosting the 8192, betting he'll be casting. We'll see, Ronnie. We will see. I'm glad I sound better, Double T. And sorry to subject you all to me sounding ill last week. But I was feeling okay, and that's the crucial thing. Thank you very much, Ronnie. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Trying to make Merriman work without using specs. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I know that Assault Vest Miraidon you see sometimes. I think I've seen a Life Orb here and there. What else? Or what item are you considering, Double T? And welcome in if you're just joining, everybody. Please do like and subscribe. Let's get some luck in for this shiny Totodile. We are now nearer to 700 subscribers than we are to 650, which is going very fast, and it's very exciting that people are digging the content so much in the streams. So yeah, please do help me along to that. My aim is to reach 1,000 subscribers by mid-April. Why mid-April? Because that is when I launched the channel 1 year ago in 2024. In fact, I need to remind myself of the day. I feel like it was April 12th. That I released the very first episode of Chazingdra Chats featuring Lee Provost. But I'll double check that. But anyway, I'm aiming to hit 1,000 subscribers by mid-April, which I think I can do. Got a good few videos planned beyond the podcast between now and then. So yeah, all help towards that. Hugely appreciated. And as I said before, working on emoji and badges for channel memberships, which hopefully will be launching soon. So, it's all good. And as I said before, dear person to me is composing the music for my channel and for the show, which is really exciting, and I love the draft that they've come up with. That's why I was a little bit late starting stream. That's a female, so we can reset immediately. So I can't wait for you all to hear that. It's exciting times for the channel, so do help me along to 1,000 subscribers. That would be, wow. That'd be quite the milestone. Decimization Regidrago, Ronnie. Of course, what I ran in Birmingham, and it didn't go so well for me, but I hope it goes much better for you. There was a Zation Regidrago that did really well at San Antonio, run by Jackson Ferris. It's got potential, for sure. I just couldn't make it work. I also wasn't playing very well in Birmingham, so there's that. Certainly a fun team, Ronnie. Certainly a fun team. Thank you very much for the good luck, Flitter, and good to see you in the chat. Always a pleasure to see a new name here. Thanks so much. How are you doing? How's your day going? I hope I can make your day merry. What's your favourite Pokemon, Flitter? Just finished a dream hunt today. Castelia City female Eevee. Oh my goodness. Wow. So was that in the grass? Castelia City female Eevee, Flitter. That is quite the find. Congratulations. How long has that taken you? How very exciting. I hope that you're bringing the shiny light with you. Although we are only approaching 2,000 encounters, and the odds are 1 in 8,192. And I have been continuing to hunt this off stream, of course, just to help keep the momentum up a little bit. 20, so we can check it. Just tuning in. Thanks so much, Toasted. Always a pleasure to see you. I hope you're having a very merry day. I am doing very well, thank you. Yeah, been a busy day doing things for the channel. I was editing my Safari Week video, continuing the edit for that. That's Safari Week from 2024. I know I'm late, but it'll be worth it, that video. And yeah, late last year I was sorting out some other stuff for the channel, but now I'm looking forward to getting that Safari Week video out there. So yeah, it's been a busy day. Did a workout as well. Yeah, I've been enjoying this week so far, thank you, Toasted. How about you? I still haven't been able to see your Kurt's house because as I said yesterday, my phone just automatically offloaded Discord because it was so full. It's now automatically offloaded WhatsApp, which is not ideal, so I do need to create some space. Now Discord is back, but yes, I need to check your Kurt's house that you've been working on for so long. I cannot wait to see it because it was looking so good when I saw earlier drafts, Toasted. And was that a commission, or was that just something you were working on yourself? But congratulations for finishing that. Kind of feeling better. You don't like being ill. Yeah, Fair enough. I think there's something Double T that comes with the excuse to just take a bit of time off is nice, but obviously feeling ill itself is not the one. Yeah, it's sort of it does disrupt things quite a lot, doesn't it? Certainly for me, it felt like it took a little bit to get back into my schedule, you know? Glad you're doing well, Ethan. Very long day, you're home and you've got tea. Nice. Perfect. What more could you want? I'm glad that you've reached the end of your long day, Ethan, and I hope that you enjoy unwinding to this stream. And what are you going to be doing, Ethan, alongside the stream tonight? You're going to be doing shiny hunting of your own, bit of VGC, something else to do with Pokemon, or something entirely different? It's in the grass. You found your female shiny Eevee. Incredible, Flitter. 100% repel trick at level 19. You did level 17 for 25%. Wow. 25%, not bad. Did you have any phases during that hunt, Flitter? Favorite is Ogerpon. Actually hunting her with a... Oh, right. All time for a new phone. You're so right, Ronnie. Maybe that is the best answer. Because, you know, if I'm filming vlogs and things, then the latest camera is probably a good idea. Yeah, maybe a new phone. I have had this one since lockdown, actually, since 2020. Actually, it's a funny story how I got my new phone. My phone fell in some water, okay? My old phone fell in some water. And it didn't work. Put it in rice. That didn't do the trick. So, ordered a new phone. But I did, in fact, not act on getting a new phone sorted for like a week. And it was blissful. Being without my phone for a week, I absolutely loved it. It's obviously easier when it's lockdown. But, yeah, it just felt so chill. How about anyone else? Have you experienced being without your phone for an extended period of time? And if so, how did you find it? Because I loved it. And frankly, recommend doing some technological detoxes here and there. I think it's good for the soul. Thinking a life orb, possibly, because you want to be able to protect. Yeah, fair enough, Double T. Such a useful move. Protect. Good luck with your testing. Sometimes I feel like being ill can drain your energy. Yeah, it definitely can, Double T. Definitely can. Drains energy and just it makes it harder to focus on things. It's because your nose is a bit stuffy, etc. I find my head goes a little bit woozy. You know, it's harder to concentrate on things. Do you know what? I've got a good feeling about tonight's stream. I think it might shine tonight. It'll be so under odds. But I think it might happen. Sometimes you do just get this feeling. And let me tell you, I got that feeling the day I found the shiny Venonat in Safari Week last year. Granted, I also got the feeling quite a few times before that. But it was on that day that I also got the feeling that I found a shiny, and I did. So, just saying. Just saying. Stick around. That work? Yeah. First phase. Wow, Flitter. That's amazing. Kind of want to phase with a skitty. Yeah, exactly. So how long did it take you total, Flitter? In terms of weeks or months? And what is this Eevee going to become? Are you going to evolve it? Doing some cooking video editing. Nice. Catch you on the Discord. Need to change your name. Oh, you're Doofus in there. Okay, Ethan. Good to put a Discord name to a YouTube name, so to speak. What is the video you're editing? What dish are you making in that video, Ethan? Thank you very much, Himina, sorry. Always good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. Find a shiny with good stats. Oh yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But fundamentally, just the shiny itself will be reward enough, Himina. What are you doing alongside the stream tonight, Himina? Always good to see you. Fun fact, fun fan project called Pokemon Redrawn. Oh, that's right, yeah. I think I remember you telling me this now, Toasted. Thank you for reminding me. Loads of other pixel artists wanted to remake Bruno's Chamber from the Elite Four. An artist claimed that before you. Oh, fair enough. But Kurt's House is so cool. I don't even know what the other options were, but I could see myself choosing Kurt's House. Of course, I am a Johto fanatic. So maybe a little bit predictable, but I think Kurt's House was a good choice, Toasted. What were the other options that people could have drawn? To give your own take on, yeah, for sure, Toasted. Yeah, and as I said, the drafts were looking so good, I can't wait to see the finished product when I check back on it soon. Okay. Only took a few hours. Oh my goodness, Flitter. Wow. A few hours. Huh. That's unbelievable. Were you counting the encounters? Aren't you always intimidated by you put it off for years? Already evolved it into Umbreon. Wow. Would have done Glaceon, but you're not in post-game. Fair enough. Yeah, Glaceon's my favourite. Ice is my favourite type. Wow, you really made swift work of evolving it into Umbreon. How did you do that? How did you get the happiness up so swiftly? $1,020 encounters. Wow, well, you're giving me hope, Flitter. Giving me hope that maybe this Totodile will shine massively under odds as well. Now, tomorrow, everybody, you do not want to miss the stream because with Ledian, with whom we have been soloing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond since November, we have reached Victory Road. We have beaten all 8 gyms. We've saved the world from Team Galactic. And now it's Victory Road. And we might even tomorrow get on to our first attempt at the Elite Four. Do not miss it. It's going to be so much fun. I've been loving that run. Iris Arledian has been an absolute trooper. The Elite Four is going to be a whole new ballgame. You know, Iris is pretty overleveled right now, but come the Elite Four, yeah, all of that's going to be reset. Can we even beat the Elite Four? Will it be possible? Can we deal with Cynthia's Garchomp? Certainly friendship bonuses are going to be crucial, but first, we've got to get through Victory Road, 5:45 PM GMT tomorrow on this very channel. See you there. Always had a soft spot for Ledibur and Ledian, and that's why I'm doing this solo challenge. And it's been so fun playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl again. And the reason why I love that challenge so much is because the entire chat gets involved. They've had to help me out, suggesting things to make gym leaders possible that wouldn't have been otherwise. For example, against the very first gym, we just couldn't deal with Roark because his Onix outsped us. And so we worked out the number of carbos that we had to give to Iris, so Iris can outspeed. It has Giga Drain, Swords Dance, Drain Punch, and Aerial Ace. And that paved the way. And then Crash Awake, that was difficult as well, but then just before the holidays, we were able to beat Crash Awake. So yeah, see you tomorrow for Victory Road with Ledian. Cannot wait. Iris is a god. Agreed, Ethan. And actually, quite literally, Iris is a god, or goddess. Goddess of the Rainbow, the female equivalent of Hermes in Greek mythology. And that's why I named her Iris, because all of Ledian's Pokedex entries talk about its affinity with the stars, and so I thought Iris would be an appropriate name. Flying through the sky like a shooting star. Please do like and subscribe, everybody, if we're enjoying hanging out tonight. And also to bring the shiny luck. Soothe Bell and ran in circles in the subway. Fair enough, Litter. Fair enough. Yeah, tell you what, I'm doing a playthrough of Pokemon Crystal right now, which I started for the holidays, and I'm loving it. Generation 2 is my favourite of them all. Espeon will be a member of this Dream Team quest, and in fact, I'll talk about the other members in a moment. So on that one, I've decided to go for Umbreon on Pokemon Crystal, which is a casual playthrough. And my Eevee is nearly level 30. I'm giving it daily haircuts, sometimes multiple before it levels up. And still hasn't evolved. It's but I love the grind to get there. It feels so good when you then finally do evolve it. And the reason why Espeon is on the Dream Team on this playthrough on Pokemon Silver that I'm doing right now is that very reason. I'll never forget first evolving Eevee into Espeon in Pokemon Silver when I was younger, and just the relief and how good it felt after the grind getting the happiness up. So, can't wait for that. Remember Kingdra because it's my favourite Pokemon. Because Gen 2 is my favourite partly. Water Dragon is such a cool type. I love seahorses. I love the design. It's powerful as well, at least as of Generation 2. And, you know, as someone who plays competitive, that was important to me. I could never have one when I was younger, so I didn't have anyone to trade with. Or maybe I did, but I just never found the Dragon Scale or something. So it always had that aura of mystique around it. So that's why Kingdra is my favourite Pokemon. That's why it's on the team. Who else? Fortress. Love the bug type. Again, when I was younger playing through Silver, I never realised that it was bug steel, and I thought that was such a cool typing. Headbutt. Really cool to do a hunt that utilises the headbutt mechanic. Unique to Generation 2, which is, of course, my favourite. And then Piloswine. Ice is my favourite type, as I said before. Ice and Ground is really cool. The Ice Path, there's no pun intended, by the way, it's really cool there. The Ice Path is one of my favourite locations in Johto. And then finally, it's going to be either Skarmory or Xatu, but the encounters for Skarmory might be a little bit brutal. You can make it maximum 10% and a repel trick so that only the Skarmory appears, but will take a very long time to keep encountering. And we could double up, actually, with my copy of Crystal on that one. The whole point of a Dream Team quest is that they're all hunted on the one file. Just to make it all the more special. But it might just be trial and error. We might sort of see how long the encounters are, and if they're overly long, then go for Xatu instead, which is a Pokemon I love equally. What was cool about Skarmory, or what's cool about Skarmory, is that it's a Silver exclusive, and Silver is my favourite game of all time, be it Pokemon or not. Steel and Flying, very cool combination. I remember, again, running into Skarmory when I was younger, and it was rare in that patch of grass south of Blackthorn City, and that was an iconic location for me, so all of these things. But Xatu, I think, is a really cool Pokemon as well, and in that one patch of grass where it appears in the ruins of Alf, you've got 10% for Smeargle as well, which would be really cool. I love how hidden away it is. Psychic and Flying is really cool. Love the design. So yeah, I'd be happy with either Skarmory or Xatu. But, so those are the members that we're going for on this quest. For Alligator, Kingdra, Fortress, Espeon, Piloswine, and then Skarmory or Xatu. What do you all think? Rate that team. Now let me catch up with these messages. I just went off on a big old discussion there. So, thank you very much, Ronnie. You enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a very merry rest of your evening, and see you soon. Thank you for the luck. Play for a Brilliant Diamond was a normal type only run. That's cool, Flitter. I love the normal type. It's in my top 5 types, normal. So that Giraffe rig is kind of busted. Yeah. With a weakness only to Dark and Bug, it's definitely got a lot going for it. I love a monotype run. That's something I could do that, couldn't I? Because we're nearing the end of my soloing Brilliant Diamond with Lady Anne run. I need to replace it with something, and I do have some ideas, but a monotype run at some point could be really good. I remember doing a water monotype run of Soul Silver over lockdown, which was so good. I so looked forward to that every time I played it. And Lockdown, obviously, the perfect opportunity to do something like that. Yeah, and the challenges that you go up against, for example, against grass types and working your way around that, making sure you have enough sort of dual types on your team. Really cool, really cool. What is everyone's top 5, or what are everyone's top 5 types? Top 5 types. I think for me it goes ice, and I have thought about this before, just not for a little while. I think it goes ice, bug, dragon. Ooh, or actually... ice, bug, water, and then... dragon, normal. Ice, bug, water, dragon, normal, I think. Those are my top 5 types. How about everyone else? It's an Alio e Olio video. Is that garlic and olive? Ethan? Might be totally wrong there, but that's how it seems to me. Sounds very simple and sounds very nice. Simplicity is best, especially when it comes to something like Italian food. Just the freshness of the ingredients, let them speak for themselves. Every indoor area in Johto. I see. You've done the player's bedroom in New Barktown before. That's cool. Every indoor area in Johto. Wow. Let me think about that. What would I want to draw? Kurt's house is a really good shout. Let me see. Lance's room would be cool in the Elite Four. Victory Road would be cool. Mount Mortar, something like that. Does that count as indoor? I mean, it's a cave. One of the gyms. The Mahogany Town Rocket Hideout. That'd be cool. Oh, so many good options. Really nice. You've also recreated a room in the Battle Tower before. Trainer Crystal versus Blue and Bulbasaur versus Sizzle. Cool. The Battle Tower as well. Very cool, Toasted. Yeah, this is kind of new to me in Pokemon Crystal, because I haven't played it before this just casual playthrough I've been doing. The fact that there's a Battle Tower there is very exciting. Very, very early version of what was to become a sort of staple in the franchise. Hello, Peter. Good to see you again. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a very merry day. Thank you very much for wishing me luck. I realise now that I've probably missed you, Peter, but thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for being here, and good luck. Pokemon Tabletop RPG, that sounds fun. Hopefully see you tomorrow as well, Peter, for more Lady Anne. Thanks for stopping by, though. Time to go back to Castelia Park to hunt another Eevee to complete the Espeon-Umbreon duo. Never loved Espeon's shiny. Maybe hunting it yourself will make you appreciate it more. Yeah, maybe. That's a good way of thinking about it, Flitter. And actually, you know, if it only took 1,000 or so encounters to get your first Eevee, you may as well capitalise on that momentum now, seeing as you haven't been stuck there for months, seeing as you're not sick of it. Try and get another, and then you can take a break, knowing that you've got a good number of encounters under your belt for that second shiny Eevee. Crystal is amazing, isn't it? Sprite animations do have so much character, don't they, Toasted? Yeah, I was playing through Crystal yesterday, and there was an animation that I thought that's... so many, I mean, so many of them, as you say, but a couple I thought, wow, that's... that really does add so much character. I think Krabby or Kingler, probably both of them, let's be honest. I can't remember which one specifically I saw with its pinching pincers. I thought Golbat was really cool. I saw Golbat yesterday. Yeah, anyway, totally agree with you, Toasted. Top 5 types is tricky for you, Flitter. So, grass number 1, ice number 2, water 3, ghost 4, normal 5. So we've got a bit of overlap there, Flitter. Mine is favourite ice, water 3rd as well, and normal 5 as well. But grass is number 1 for you. Cool. What makes grass your favourite type, Flitter? Hello, Luke. Good to see you. Such a pleasure, my friend. How you doing? Hope you're having a very merry day. And thank you for hanging out. Tin Tower. Oh, yeah. Good one, Flitter. Good one. Yes. Really cool. Also, Whirl Island's the room where you find Lugia. Whew, I will never forget first finding Lugia when I was younger. How special that was. Oh, it's female anyway. Could have reset earlier. Wasn't paying enough attention. Yeah. The choosing which of the 4 Whirl Islands is the correct one, and then you're in this... Is there another little waterfall? There's a cave within the cave. And you see Lugia Sprite there. Ugh. Then in Soul Silver and Heart Gold, they made it compulsory, or at least in Soul Silver, they made it compulsory before the Elite Four to encounter Lugia. And I kind of love in the original Silver that it was optional, it's just there, and you can encounter it if you want. So much mystique, but both are really cool. Number 1 for you is Steel, Ethan. And how come... Okay, so Steel, Water, Fighting Ghost. Oh, you put Water twice. Oh, and thank you, Peter. I'm glad you're still here. Thank you for the luck, and see you tomorrow. Very nice. Looking forward to seeing you there. So what makes Steel your favourite type, Ethan? And what's... you put Water twice, so what's your 5th? And for you, Peter, Ghost, Bug, Ice, Fire, Psycho. I love the Ice love coming out as someone whose favourite type is Ice. So, what makes Ghost your favourite type, Peter? Good mix there. Psychic is cool. Psychic might be my 6th favourite type. Not sure. It used to be higher up, I think. It was one of the types I initially really liked, Psychic, when I was younger. More because of what it represented rather than specific Pokemon, I think. Water, Dark, Fire, Ghost, Ice. Cool. Good mix, Luke. And same to you. Same question to you. How come Water? What are your favourites tend to be grass types? Ogerpon, Leafeon, Shaymin, Meganium, Sprigatito. Cool. Fair enough, Flitter, yeah. Sometimes that's all it takes. So, the latest episode of my podcast came out today, as it does every Wednesday, with Joe Bernard, Pokemon trading card game caster and content creator for, as part of Omnipoke. He's a really lovely guy, really down to earth, really funny, and had a fantastic chat with Joe, so make sure you check that out. It's linked in the description below, and it's on the channel, so have a look. And more than 40 further episodes of the podcast on the channel too to get involved in, and very broad range of guests. VGC, trading card game, Go, Unite, as well as casual players, shiny hunters, YouTubers, etc. Influencers. So, just anything to do with Pokemon, essentially. And we take a stroll through the life stories of people in the Pokemon community and discover the 6 Pokemon on their dream team along the way. You learn a lot about someone from the 6 Pokemon they would choose for their team. And it's a real honour to shine a light on the stories of people whose stories we don't tend to hear. You know, we see them online, but we don't actually hear about them themselves. Got my socials linked below as well. I'm at Chazingdra, X, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok. I make comedy skits within the Pokemon world. I'm hoping to do more vlogging of the events that I cast. Plenty more videos planned too. I released my Birmingham 8192 Shiny Challenge video last week, so check that out. I've got my Discord community linked below as well. It'll be a pleasure to see any and every one of you there. Chazingdra Chocolate Factory. Let's share our love for all the treats the Pokemon video games have to offer. Come and join the merry folk. We're a friendly bunch. That's linked below. I've got my Patreon link below as well if you want to support me as a creator. I've got all the super things on YouTube, super stickers, super chat, super something else, like, I think, or something. So all sorts of ways to show your support. But tuning into this very stream as you're doing right now is also a very good way of doing that. So thank you, everybody. Another one is liking and subscribing, so please do. Thank you. Very simple, but it goes such a long way. I was working on my Safari Week video today from 2024. I realised it's a bit late, or very late. All sorts of delays to that, but now I'm working on it more consistently. If you're not aware, I went more than 50,000 encounters for a shiny Venonat and then accidentally ran away from it. Brutal. So the story of that, and it's sort of a channel origin story as well, is going to be in that Safari Week video. Hopefully coming out, I don't know, well, soon, but I don't really know how to define that for you. Month or two, maybe. But then, if it gets too much later, maybe I'll save it for nearer Safari Week this year. But we'll see. We'll see. I am a caster for the Pokemon Video Game Championship Series and manifestly a content creator. And my channel is for people who are fans of anything and everything the Pokemon video games have to offer. Competitive, casual, and beyond. So, Blastoise opened the door for your love of water. Yeah, fair enough, Luke. I think, having now met you in person as well, water makes sense as your favourite type. Something about it. Very cool. Did you see, by the way, Luke, EUIC 8192 Shiny Challenge is happening. Hosted by Shmon this time rather than me. So, if you're going to EUIC, are you going? If you are, get involved. And anyone else who's going to EUIC, finding as many shinies as possible in an hour in the Generations 2 to 5 Pokemon games, where the odds are 1 in 8,192. We found 2 in the Birmingham Challenge that we did last time. That video summarising that event that I made is on my channel as well. Check that out. But very exciting. I can't wait to build on this and really... I'm excited for the future potential of the 8192 Shiny Challenge. It's been done a few times over in the NA region. Let's make it happen in EU as well. Consistently. It means you just can't type. So, Steel, Water, Fighting Ghost, Dragon. Okay. Just thought Aaron was super cute. Yeah, fair enough, Ethan. Sometimes it is as simple as that. Aaron is super cute, yeah. It's got to be one of the only Pokemon names, maybe the only Pokemon name that is also a person name. Aaron. Pokemon Emerald was your first, and he was just adorable, yeah. Pokemon Emerald was your first. What a first game, Ethan. With the Battle Tower or the Battle Frontier in that game as well. Ooh, Battle Factory. I need to do some more Battle Factory, actually. Generally, more Battle Frontier. So good. Kendricks, good to see you. How are you doing? Hope you're having a very merry day. Hope it's about to get merrier. How have you been this past week? The hunt's going okay, thank you, Kendricks. Yeah, we're just chilling. We are getting in some resets, hanging out with chat. What's everyone doing alongside the stream tonight? Are we doing some shiny hunting of our own? Other Pokemon activities, VGC, or something completely different? Let me know. And how are you doing, Kendricks? Not in any order, Double T. Your top 5 types: water, ice, dragon, normal, and probably electric. Oh, wow. So we overlap with 4 of those. Double T, but for electric, I instead have bug in second place. Water, ice, dragon, normal, electric. Cool. And what would be your number 1, Double T? You can't be at EOIC? Fair enough. Fair enough, Luke. Well, hope to see you again soon. And thank you on behalf of everyone for the luck. How was everyone's global challenges? Did we all compete in the global challenge this past weekend? I actually didn't this time. I didn't have time. Also, I still don't know who won. Do we know who won the global challenge yet? I saw an insane rumor about a team that it was Terrapagos and then loads of fairies. It was Igglypuff, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff. Or no, it was Cleffa, Clefairy, Clefable, Jigglypuff and Screamtail, something like that. Yeah. Cleffa, Clefairy, Clefable, Jigglypuff, Screamtail, and Terrapagos. Something like that. A rumour that it won, but I don't think it can have done, but I might be wrong. Be very cool if it did. But yeah, how's everyone's global challenges? Goodness, Aaron is the only human named Pokemon. Imagine introducing your friend called Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr. Good point, Ethan. Glad you've been good, Kendricks. You've been busy lately. Still trying to make Kindra work in this reg. Oh, wow. Good for you. Fighting the good fight there, Kendricks. Love to hear it. Kingdra, my favourite Pokemon. I know that Kendricks has a lot of love for Kingdra as well. How are you attempting to make it work? With a Kyogre team, perhaps? It's so cool that Kingdra won the last major in NA or EU for regulations at H. I should have brought it to Stoke Cup all along. Part of me was thinking, oh, maybe I just bring Kingdra. Maybe I just, have some fun with this in the regulation where it's never been more viable of late. But I went with the team that had just won in... where was it? It was an NA regional where the Ursaluna, Bloodmoon Ursaluna and Electabuzz team won. But yeah, maybe I should have brought Kingdra all along. Not Perish Trap, which Wolf is such an expert at playing. But, yeah, just big Swift Swim. And although my favourite set with Kingdra is Sniper and have someone Dragon Cheer it. Someone. I mean, another Pokemon, an ally Pokemon, use Dragon Cheer. And then with Scope Lens, guaranteed critical hits, you can just keep hitting maximum power Draco Meteors, you ignore your stat drops. It's hard to set up, but so satisfying when it works. I was doing that for a Grand Challenge or Global Challenge last year, in the spring last year, I think. And it was a lot of fun. You do sometimes miss Draco Meteor, though, which did cost me a couple of games. And anyway, Kendricks, yeah, I've been good. It's been a busy day. As I've been saying, someone very dear to me is composing music for my channel and show, which is so exciting, and I love the draft they've come up with, so I was just listening to that. Watch this space for more on that. I have been editing my Safari Week video today. I've been thinking about emoji and badges for channel memberships, which are happening soon for the channel. Was promoting the EYC 8192 Shiny Challenge that Shmon is running this time rather than me, because I'm unable to. Busy day, but productive and satisfying day. Thank you, Kendricks. I'm doing very well. All the better for seeing you in stream. So, your number one is a type between water and ice, Double T. Well, I love to hear that. As someone who loves both of those types, and as someone whose favourite type is ice. What makes those your favourite types, Double T? Oops. You couldn't play, but a friend of yours did battle against a team of Magikarp. Love it! That's what the Global Challenge is all about. These Pokemon you'd never see otherwise. On stream yesterday, where I was using a Duskmane Necrozma and Frostmoth team, which was a lot of fun. It requires... It's not the most intuitive team to use, I think. Zach and Merzian reached day 2 at the San Antonio Regional Championships with it, which is so impressive. I needed to get a bit more practice in with it, I think, before doing well with it, but I had a lot of fun anyway. Went up against a Palkia team yesterday. We're now not in Master Ball tier anymore, back to Great Ball because, of course, the monthly reset of the ranked battles ladder. But that's what Best of One Close Team Sheet is all about. And Pokemon generally, just, you know, just have maximum fun. That's what I say. Of course, sometimes, you know, depends how you define fun, because for some people, you know, going with the best possible team is how they would have fun. In with the best chance in their eyes of winning. But I also think there's a lot to be said for using... There's definitely something to be said for comfort and your own play style. Using Pokemon that people aren't very familiar against gives you a bit of an advantage because you're much more practiced against everyone else's teams. And as Karen of the Johto Elite Four says, truly skilled trainers try and win with their favourites. You played with it yesterday, did quite well. Okay. A lot of work to do, feeling optimistic. Nice. Well, I'm pleased to hear that, Kendricks. And it is Kyogre. Okay. Well, I won't make you reveal secrets of that team, but I'm glad it's going well. And that's a more positive response than I expected. So, delighted to hear it. Remember making a meme team around Kingdra in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, swapping Contrary onto it. Oh, wow, it boosts with Draco Meteors. I love that. Love that flitter. Yes. Contrary Draco Meteor, so good. That reminds me of a Hydrapple team that was going around early on in Regulations at F when Hydrapple was first in the game. It sounds like a similar thing, and it was so fun to play with. It was very tricky, though, to get set up. It was a little bit too sort of heavily indexed on that, but skill swap Malamar, Contrary onto the Hydrapple, and you have Leaf Storm and Draco Meteor. You have Super Sweet Syrup on your Hydrapple so that the Leaf Storms and Draco Meteors are more likely to land. I think there was more going on there as well, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So, is your main... It sounds like you do competitive as well as shiny hunting, Flitter, is that right? And good for you, if so, I'm exactly the same. Just enjoy what Pokemon has to offer. Wait a second. Have you liked and subscribed? We'd hugely appreciate it. If so, everybody, thank you. Now, if you manage to make it work... Oh yeah, please do. I'm glad it was fun to watch me use it last time. It was fun to use the team. Please do share it with me, Kendricks, if you would like to. Entirely up to you. I accidentally pressed A again. Would love to see it. If... This is a question to each individual in chat. If you were a Pokemon, what do you think you would be? This is a question I ask in my podcast, Chazingdra Chats. If you're a Pokemon, what do you think you would be? I now, of course, have to answer that for myself. That's a really tough question. I think a good way in is thinking about what type you think you'd be. I have said before that Water Dragon I can see myself aligning with a little bit. I don't think it's entirely right, but I think there's something about that. I can see water for me, for sure. Maybe not dragon. I can see like water grass, water psychic, maybe. I can see water fairy for me as well, actually. I can see a Azumarill. I mean, that's a happy Pokemon. And I'm Merriman. Maybe a Azumarill is quite good. I quite like that answer for me, actually. When I had Matt Absolblog's Pokemon on the podcast, and that episode is on the channel, do check that out. That was episode 12. It came out around June last year, yeah, for Safari Week last year. Strange to think back to that. As in, strange it was all the way back then. He said that he'd be in Azumarill as well. I promise I'm not just stealing Matt's answer. I can see Azumarill working for me. But how about all of you? If you were a Pokemon, what do you think you would be? You've dabbled a bit in competitive, but not seriously. You enjoy watching. Fair enough, Flitter. Fair enough. How did you come across the stream today, by the way, Flitter? Would be intrigued to know. And it's a pleasure to have you here. Pleasure to have all of you here, as always. Got to Master Ball and Shield with Trick Room, and that's about it. Hey, well, there you go. You got to Master Ball, and that's fantastic. Congratulations. Need to hydrate. Remember to hydrate, everybody. Keep hydrated. Maybe you'll continue to dabble in competitive, Flitter, in Scarlet and Violet. Oh, good thing I checked my battery there. Time to plug in. And not drop the cable, ideally. Oops. My Totodile. There we go. Yeah, if you weren't here at the start of stream, everybody, then the playmat that I have as a backdrop here is Latios and Latias from... why did I say it like that? Pronounce them the same. Latias, Latios, or Latios. Anyway, those two from the Birmingham Regional Championships a couple of weeks ago, and it's a really cool mat, but obviously you're not really seeing its best angle here. The idea was to freshen up the backdrop a little bit, but as it is, maybe the Terrapagos that I had initially is best because there's more going on. It's a more interesting backdrop for the purposes of this. Anyway. Mystery Dungeon, told you you'd be a skitty. Ooh, interesting, Flitter. Yeah! That is a cool aspect of Mystery Dungeon, isn't it? Which Pokemon you'd be. I've never played Mystery Dungeon before, but at the Birmingham Regional Championships a couple of weeks ago, Ben White, a member of my Discord community, and my Discord, Chazindra's Chocolate Factory, is linked below in the description, so it'd be a pleasure to see any one and every one of you in there. Gave me a second-hand copy of Mystery Dungeon for the Switch, which is amazing. So, potentially after finishing my Lady Anne soloing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond run, I'll be streaming Mystery Dungeon. Playing Mystery Dungeon for the first time ever, sort of thing. So I'm intrigued to see what Pokemon that assigns to me. What are Skitty's character traits then, Flitter, according to Mystery Dungeon? I think he'd be an Oshawott. Not because he's cute, because he's kind of clumsy and dramatic, and that's so sweet, Kedrix. That's so sweet. I really love that answer. Very well thought out. YouTube homepage. Watch your interviews with Matt and Katatsu before. Oh, cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed them, Flitter. And I'm glad that the stream came up on that page for you. Thank you so much for stopping by. What's your favourite because you like the colour blue, and then when you got older you started liking ice types due to your fascination with snow? Good answer, Double T. Good answer. Yeah, that's part of why I love water so much as well. I think the sea is just fascinating, endlessly fascinating. The way it moves. I could stare at the sea for hours, you know. Fascination with snow as well. That it is mesmerising, especially because we don't see it so much, especially over here in the UK. We have a couple of times over the past few months. It's been exciting. I've always been more interested in trying weird gimmick teams. I know what you mean, Flitter, trying to experience all of the crazy battle mechanics that Pokemon offers. I do even want to try recently is using Simple Beam on Azanius before Geomancy goes off. Yes. That would be unbelievable. Xerneas, of course, isn't in Scarlet and Violet. In fact, Simple Beam... I think Latios gets Simple Beam. In fact, you've just reminded me, Flitter, I love Phalanx, and I do remember Regulation Set G last time around, you know, spring 2024, spring, summer. There was a team that I saw featured on maybe a couple of channels that was Simple Beam, Latios, and Phalanx. And of course, with Simple Beam, Phalanx gets a double boost to all of its stats as opposed to a single one with no retreat. Which, again, pretty difficult to execute sometimes, especially because Follow Me is so prevalent. But I've got to try that out. Thank you for reminding me of that, Flitter, indirectly, because, yeah, that's sort of a note to self on my to-do list. I'm not sure what Pokemon you would be. Yeah, you'd think about it, Double T. Do think about it. Intrigued to hear your answer. Hello, Casey. So good to see you. Now, I tell you, my friend, I saw that someone, just before I went live, I saw that someone found Shiny Ponyta for their Fire Monotype quest in BDSB. So that's just one more team member to go, right, Casey? Congratulations. Faced on a Geodude, I believe. But that's so exciting. And what a cool shiny it is. Congratulations, Casey. Incredible stuff. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastically, thank you, Casey. I'm doing very merrily, as always. Hope you are too. How are things with you? You love the slightly different Pokemon games like Mystery Dungeon, Ranger, and Ranch. Yeah, I've barely played those, to be honest. When I was growing up, it was very much just the main series for me. So I'm excited to experience some new kinds of Pokemon games. I've never played XD, Gale of Darkness. Yeah, would love to at some point. It'd be cool if they, for the Switch, did a port of Pokemon XD. Because I've heard incredible things about it. I love Lugia as well. Remember to like and subscribe, everybody. Thank you very much. Mystery Dungeon games are pretty fun to play. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've never, as I say, I've never played one, Kendricks. And I thought it'd be cool to share live my thoughts and feelings playing it for the very first time. I've heard it's quite emotional. I'm not sure if this one in particular is, but the games generally, the Mystery Dungeon games. Or, no, there was one in particular, I think, a Mystery Dungeon. But yeah, playing as a Pokemon and the storyline and developing an even closer attachment to these little creatures. I can see it. I can see it. And I'm doing very well, thank you, Casey. It's been a busy day. Channel stuff. Which is exciting. Channel memberships and stuff, just working things out towards that. Listening to potential music for the channel, which is so exciting. editing my Safari Week video finally, or continuing the edit for that. So yeah, been a good time, thanks Casey. Silver Beam always felt especially tricky in Generation 8, because then Dynamax moves would drop your stats by 2-0. That's a good point, Flitter. That's a really good point. Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure I use Simple Beam so much in Sword and Shield, but I do remember just on the casual ladder, so not the ranked, going up against a team of full legendaries with my Phalanx, and no retreat, Dynamax Phalanx, and it just swept through all the legendaries. It was amazing. Receiving enough something. If it's going a little bit stop-start, everybody, I apologise. Hopefully it'll be back soon. That tends to be the way. Let me see here. Experience buffering. I wonder why that is. But I hope it's not too stop-start for everyone. Am I still live for everyone? Is the stream still smooth? Let me know in chat, because this error message has been here for a little while now. Stream is back to fine. Okay, thank you, Casey. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I was saving catching up on messages for when I had that confirmation. I mean, I still have an error message back. I had a quick freeze and one sentence break. Okay. That's strange. Wonder why that is. Fair enough. Yes, you found that shiny Ponyta, Casey. That is so exciting. And I'm delighted to hear it. Monotype shiny run in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. It sounds like so much fun. So what? Now you've got shiny Chimchar. It's now Monferno, Houndoom, and the Ponyta, which is going to become Rapidash. Very cool, very cool. So what's the fourth member of the team again, Casey? All the very best for that next shiny hunt. You are really flying through that challenge, aren't you, after, you know, the long old resets for Chimchar. I'm kind of wondering if my Dream Team quest here in Silver will be similar. The resets are slow for Totodile, though not as slow as in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. But then the hunts get quicker, although the next hunt will be a headbutt hunt, which, you know, should still be fairly quick, I guess. But buzzing for you, Casey. Glad you're doing great, Casey, and I'm doing very well. New upcoming events or special streams I have cooking. Well, working on a few videos. In terms of events, watch this space. But I've just been really enjoying leading into channel stuff, Pokemon stuff. Thank you, Casey. Exciting plans for the channel. As I said, music coming hopefully very soon. And I heard a draft of that earlier today, and I love it. So yeah, excited for what's to come. The channel is 1 year old in mid-April. I'm aiming for 1,000 subscribers by then, so anything and everything people can do to help me towards that would be hugely appreciated. Please do like and subscribe if you're enjoying this stream, for example. I wonder what I'll have to get my thinking cap on, actually, about how to celebrate the 1 year anniversary. What would people want to see for the 1 year anniversary for the channel? Also, as I've been thinking about it today, if people here have any particular ideas, desires for emoji they'd want to see for the channel, for members and badges, do let me know. I have my own thoughts, and I was thinking about it today. I'm going to sort of reflect on it overnight and then potentially post in the Discord tomorrow with those ideas. If you have any of your own, please do let me know. I'll be really interested to hear, so we can get the balance of it all right. And it's going to be Alex U. Splash who designed the excellent Birmingham 8192 Shiny Challenge thumbnail for the video I released last week. Designing those. I know he'll do a fantastic job because everyone loved that thumbnail. And rightly so. Anyway. Indeed, yes, Casey. Another episode, Joe Bernard. Episodes come out every Wednesday. Pokemon trading card game caster and content creator. That episode is on the channel right now. It's actually linked in the description below as well, so do check that out. Lovely, lovely guy. Had a really fun chat with Joe. Internet upload having any drops. Sometimes that will cause the stream sending to YouTube to have miscues. Internet upload. Let me reread that because I'm not the most technological person. Let me get my head around that. Internet upload having any drops. Sometimes that will cause the stream sending to YouTube to have miscues. I don't know, Casey. It just came out with an orange error message. Not receiving enough data. So, yeah, not sure. Magby, Magmortar. Ooh, very nice, Casey. Magmortar. Probably one of my favourite fire types. I considered a Dream Team quest in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, actually. Maybe I'll have to do that at some point. There are so many Dream Team quests I want to do in so many generations. That's what Pokemon does so well. Just the breadth of the challenges we can set ourselves and... yeah. Love it. Get those shinies for sure, Emerald and Jimbo. Sure, I'll run with that. Good to see you. Sorry I'm late catching up on these messages, Emerald, but hope you're having a very merry day and hope it's about to get merrier. That's 100 encounters or resets so far on tonight's stream, everybody. How are you doing, Emerald? I think that hunt is after Wake or maybe before. That one will be a slog. Rare spawn in the underground. Oh, interesting, Casey. Yeah. But you can get Magmar in the grass after you get Surf around the... Is it a power plant? I think it's a disused power plant in Sinnoh. Is it more common there, Magmar, than Magby in the underground? Might be worth looking into. I'm sure you've looked into it already. But, yeah, just thought I'd let you know in case. 1 year, that's right, Kendricks, yeah. I know you sort of only came across the channel in September. But yeah, it had been going for 5 months before that. Yeah. But I like where we're at in terms of progress. I mean, there are all sorts of things on the to-do list for the channel. Just to keep things fresh. Like a sort of more accomplished stream backdrop. And layout. But all these things with time will come. And obviously, fundamentally, a layout doesn't affect the stream itself, does it? They're just sort of bells and whistles. Jumping jacks while doing some Dynamax adventures. Ah, yes. I remember you getting me to do the jumping jacks on stream last year in Safari Week, Emerald. I don't think it summoned the shiny that stream, but at least we did ultimately get one, the Venonat. I then ran away from it, but that's my bad. Dynamax Adventures. Good for you, Emerald, for keeping active while doing them. So are you just going for legendaries, or are you shiny hunting them? What are you doing in particular for the Dynamax adventures? Stay hydrated. Love those little emoji that you've sent as well, they're Emerald. They're fun. Fun to watch me cosplay Kingdra. That is definitely not the easiest Pokemon cosplay. I'm now intrigued as to how that would even be possible. I had a good idea, though, for a Porygon cosplay. A bit like when you see Transformers cosplays. Just having boxes of each of the shapes attached to you, and then you sort of crouch down in position and form a Porygon. So, like, you have the head on the back of your own head, and you have the sort of triangular feet attached to your limbs, and then when you crouch down and sort of curl up, Porygon is formed. All sorts of Pokemon cosplays that would be fun to try. 1001 year would be pretty awesome. Thank you very much. Well on that track. Thank you very much, Casey. Yeah, it would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, we're closer to 700 than we are 650 at this point, and it hasn't taken very long at all to get to that point. 650 we only hit like last week, 2 weeks ago. So yeah, thank you very much, Casey. A special episode of Chazingdra Chats with a different structure reflecting on the past year. Yeah, one of the past interviews interview you. That's that. Yeah, that could work, Casey. That could work. Interesting. I have to get the cogs whirring on that one, but thank you for the ideas, Casey. I mean, an episode of the podcast with me as a guest is something I've had in mind for a long time. It's just the question of timing. When I do that, but yeah. Magby in the Underground. You have to evolve Magby to get Magmar or Magmortar in Shining Pearl. But there is that patch of grass outside the power plant, Casey, I think. But are you specifically going for Magby? Is that why? Or is it a version exclusive Magmar? I'm not sure. Anyway. Good luck for that hunt. At least the Houndoom and Ponyta have been pretty swift. And you never know. Maybe we'll get lucky with the Magby as well. Then you can go all the way and attempt the Elite Four. I imagine you'll be absolutely fine against Aaron, the Bug-type member. Bertha could be challenging, the Ground-type. Fire itself, well, I mean, you know, one of those Pokemon is a Steelix, for example. You'll be okay against that, but I guess that's a bit of a 50-50. And then Lucian, Psychic-type Gym Leader, or Elite Four member. Should be doable. And then Cynthia. Yeah, but an interesting run with that fire team, Casey. Oh, Stream Dynamax Adventures gives you jumping jacks, yeah, for the anniversary. Could do. It's an option, Emerald. It's an option. Maybe it brings another chat. There it is. Unfortunately, with the setup as it is, Emerald, I don't have much room at all to do more, to do jumping jacks here. I'm not sure it would even be possible. I'm kind of locked in. You can't see my setup right now, but yeah. But maybe I'll find a way at some point. Love it though, Emerald. Somehow forgot that Phalanx was in Scarlet Violet. Yes, certainly is, Luke. Certainly is. I don't have Shiny Phalanx in Scarlet and Violet yet, I have to say. I do have it in Sword and Shield, though. I remember it was a Dynamax Raid Den, I guess. I can't quite remember the exact name now, but I guess Dynamax Raid Den in Pokemon Shield. You know, the ones with the gold, where the screen is gold. Wow, my Sword and Shield terminology is really failing me right now. It's been a while. So strange to think about that, isn't it? There was a time where we were playing Sword and Shield, it was all we knew, and then Scarlet and Violet came out, and we haven't touched Sword and Shield for ages. And going back to it, it feels like it's familiar, but also feels like a world ago, if that makes any sense. Yeah, do shiny hunt it, Luke, and let me know. Let me know how it goes. So cool that you shiny hunted Lee's dream team from the podcast. I think that's a really inspired idea. Maybe I should hunt some of my guests' dream teams. Good luck for the Phalanx shiny hunt if you do it, Luke. Sounds a bit uncomfortable. Interesting to see the outcome. Yeah, the Porygon. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know, just because Porygon is composed of all of these blocks. It seems like it'd be achievable, at least. Fuego Ironworks, that's the one, Emerald. Thank you. Fuego Ironworks, not the power plant, Ironworks. I knew it wasn't a power plant, but it had that vibe, you know? The Fuego Ironworks, thank you. Bertha and Cynthia are going to be the tough ones. Yeah, I guess so, especially with Garchomp. You can do it, though. And friendship bonuses, Casey. Friendship bonuses. That's what's getting me through the soloing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond with Ledian run, which we've reached Victory Road, which I'll be streaming tomorrow at 5:45 GMT. I hope to see as many of you there as possible. I'm loving that run, and it's always a roller coaster when you're just using a Ledian. Pokemon I've got a soft spot for. I think it's underrated. So let's bring justice to Ledian. See you tomorrow for Victory Road. I can't believe we've done all 8 gyms with just Ledian. Incredible stuff. So yeah, you and me both, Casey. We're experiencing challenging times in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Magmar in the wild. In BDSP, I think I might be thinking of Platinum. Oh! I'm sure I still found a Magmar in Shining Pearl in that location. Or maybe it's a Poké Radar? Not sure. Anyway, I may well be wrong, and clearly you've done your research for this quest more than I have, Casey. Makes total sense. Anyway. How are people's weeks going? What have people been up to this week? I always take Monday to edit that week's podcast episode. So that was Joe Bernard. That came out today. And yesterday was editing my Safari Week video, amongst other things. Got a haircut. And today, yeah, doing all sorts of channel stuff, including editing my Safari Week video. So a good week so far. How about for everyone else? You gotta go, Kendricks. Fair enough. Always a pleasure to see you. Hope to see you tomorrow for the Ledian stream. But if not, I'm sure I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much. I hope I have a nice rest of the stream as well. And, yeah. Hope to see you tomorrow for longer, Kendricks. That'll be a pleasure. But you're very welcome no matter how long you're here for. Thanks so much, Kendricks, and have a very merry rest of your day. So then, chat. When is this Totodile going to shine? I mean, we're still way under odds. Let's face it. And I'll be hunting off stream as much as I can. I am trying to film my hunting of this even when I'm not streaming it. The thing is, you know, this setup where I've got the webcam and I've got the little platform where my Game Boy's resting on. I have to move when I'm streaming anything else, you know, VGC or my Lediam run, or if I'm just editing during the day. And then setting it back up to film sometimes is a bit of a chore. But I'm endeavouring to get that shiny reaction for you all. Or at least, you know, filming where I can so it's captured. But it's a long hunt, this. As you can see, the resets take a little while. Not BDSP long, but longer than your average hunt. It might be that I sort of alternate doing this one week and then, I don't know, maybe doing a Indigo Disc Dream Team quest, or Shiny quest like I did with the Teal Mask in the autumn. Oops. Let's keep things fresh, but yeah, we'll have to see. Or at least have a couple of shiny hunts at the same time, so like a Leaf Green Dream Team quest, for example. So I can reset both and, you know, we can just double the number of encounters. Have I looked? Actually, no, Casey, no. But thank you for that. So as a reminder, everybody, in Generation 2, just because of the way the mechanics work, Shiny Totodile can only have an HP stat of 20, and it has to be male. So if we see on this nickname screen a female, then we can reset immediately, and then once we've spoken to Professor Elm, and we check the HP stat, if it's not 20, we can immediately reset as well, and that saves us some time, which, you know, over the course of thousands of encounters, resets like here will save some time. A good amount of time. I'll tell you what, I've been playing... Sometimes it's nice to have a game on the go that isn't Pokemon just for a bit of a break, especially when you're leaning into content. I've been playing... It's a very old game, but it was on sale in the Nintendo eShop sale over the new year. Rayman Legends Definitive Edition. It is so good. It is so much fun. Sometimes you look at platform games and you think, well, you know, they were fun when I was younger, but how much fun would I find them now? How different can they be? But Rayman Legends is so unique. It's so creative, the way it approaches platforming games. And, you know, you've got the basic mechanics, but then each world applies something different, trying to find where all of the teensies are hidden to save them. I played Rayman since the very first game came out, actually, for the PlayStation 1. I need to stop accidentally talking to Elmer. Waste our time. Yeah, anyway. Been very much enjoying that game. Has anyone else in chat or in stream played that? Thanks very much for that, Casey. Thank you. I also, in the autumn, when this game came out, there was that Nintendo Direct where they advertised the Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. And it looks really good. I'd never played Dragon Quest when I was younger, but it looked right up my street because I'm a big fan of Golden Sun. Similar vibe of games, fantasy world, little creatures called genie. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, Jin. Dragon Quest seemed like a similar vibe, and it was interesting. I played it and I was enjoying it. I didn't play much of it though. It just wasn't the tempo of game I was looking for at the time, I don't think. I'm looking forward to revisiting it when the time is right, but yeah, it just wasn't the right time when I started playing it. But it's a beautiful game. Yeah, looking forward to revisiting that, as I say, when the time is right. Anyone else pick that one up? Well, like, they released the Mario and Luigi Brothership as well, right? And the new Zelda game, Echoes of Wisdom, and the new Mario Party. Has anyone been playing those? Because I'd be intrigued to hear how they are. on your wish list? Currently playing Final Fantasy IV after finishing 1 and 3 these last few weeks. Very cool, Lou. Very cool. I've never played a Final Fantasy game, actually, I have to say. Although a friend of mine, when I was much younger, was really into Final Fantasy. What's the sort of gameplay of that like? Is it a bit like Golden Sun, Luke? I know you and I both are Golden Sun fans. You know, some battles here and there, some worlds to explore. Brothership looked like a really neat game, has some pretty good reviews. Interesting. Yeah, video game reviews I'm not too up on, but I'd like to read more. Friend played it and enjoyed it quite a bit. Pretty much just play Pokemon. Fair enough, Casey. Yeah, that's something I'm realizing as well, to be honest. Just sometimes it's nice to play a different kind of game. Although Pokemon does offer so many different ways to enjoy it, of course. So it's like multiple games in one in itself, Pokemon, actually. Yeah, I'm in my downtime. I'm doing a bit of Rayman. I'm doing a bit of continuing with the Shiny Hunt, and also my just very casual Crystal playthrough. And my team on that, I chose Cyndaquil. It's the one I choose the least often, but I don't know. I'm just feeling an affinity to Cyndaquil when I started that save file. Hopefully Politoed. Have to be careful when you evolve it, because it stops learning moves pretty swiftly. And as a Poliwhirl, you have to decide between whether you want Belly Drum, Body Slam, and Hydro Pump, or Perish Song. And unlike in other Pokemon games, you can't relearn moves that you've missed along the way. So I've got to think carefully about that. Perish Song is kind of pretty distinctly Politoed in Generation 2. So it'd be nice to have, but also it's hard to fit it onto a moveset, I find. Anyway, so Typhlosion, Politoed, Umbreon, hopefully. Again, Espeon is my preferred, but saving Espeon for this very Dream Team quest that I'm doing right here. And thinking about it, actually, when we get to the Eevee bit of this Shiny Hunt, that's going to be another longer one, isn't it? Because it's a reset hunt. Hopefully the resets aren't quite as long as these for the first part now. Anyway. Donphan, Ursaring, and... what's the other one? Oh, yeah. Shiny Jinx. Because of the odd egg that you get in Crystal, it's got very boosted shiny odds. And I did Shiny Hunt that. I actually passed over a Shiny Cleffa deliberately because I had the normal type covered with Ursaring on my team. But then the next thing that shone was a Smoochum. So Shiny Smoochum. And it's, you know, it's Generation 2 only Pokemon, but because Jinx evolves from Smoochum in that generation, that's how that's justified. So yeah, Typhlosion, Politoed, Umbreon, Donphan, Ursaring, and Jinx. In Crystal, you can get Fampi and Teddiursa very early on in the game. Fampi, that route just north of the very first route in the game through a gatehouse. And Teddiursa in Dark Cave, and they only appear in the morning, so they're pretty rare, and they're pretty hard to catch, as I discovered. But very cool that they mixed up where Pokemon appear. And you can encounter them in that game. Alright, great time. I'm at the Radio Tower bit now. Saving it from Team Rocket, and then it's into the Ice Path, and then it's into the final gym. For Johto, at least. Final Fantasy is an RPG, yes. Sorry, going back to that. I, as ever, went off talking on a tangent. Yeah, makes sense. Classic JRPG. If you like Gonsan, you might like the earlier Final Fantasy games. Okay, more recent ones, different in gameplay and vibe, but still fantasy-based. I see. That's good to know, Luke. Thank you. I certainly enjoyed Golden Sun, as you know. So, you loved Rayman Legends Toasted. Played it off and on trips between Birmingham and Manchester at the time. Oh, nice. Love Golden Sun. You think that looked incredible on the Game Boy Advance. It certainly did, didn't it, Toasted? I totally agree with you there. I remember being blown away by how it looked. Yeah, Rayman Legends, it's so creative. I'm loving it. Feels like the ultimate Rayman game. I played Rayman 3 for the PS2. That was a lot of fun. I played Rayman Raving Rabbids as well, which is obviously a very different game. But yeah, Legends seems like a good culmination of lots of different Rayman titles. And yeah, Golden Sun. The art style was so cool. Still is. It's a game you really need to keep momentum up with, though. It's such an epic quest. And you've got to be in the right frame of mind to play it. You need sort of an extended period where you can devote time to it to get into it, I feel like. Especially at this age. I think when you're younger, it's just so sweeping. It really gets you wrapped up in the story. We're about to hit 1,800 resets, everybody. Is it going to shine? Is Totodile going to shine on the 1,800th? Let's find out. This is the 1,799th, which is not going to be, because HP 21 cannot be shiny for Totodile in this game. Is it going to be on the 1,800th? It's a big number. Big number on screen. Guess as to how many encounters you think this starter hunt is going to take. Always like to make guesses and see if you get anywhere close to the amount of encounters when you hunt. Yeah, it's a good idea, Casey. And I did in previous streams. I just can't remember what I said now. Maybe I do, actually. It was 3,000... I think I said like 3,800 or something. So just 2,000 away. And even then, that would be under odds. Way under odds. So yeah, what did I say? Maybe I said 3,789. That's ringing a bell for some reason. I'm going to say that now anyway. 3,879. That's my prediction. How about you, Casey? I remember seeing... By the way, it wasn't on the 1,800th reset that Totodile was shiny. We keep going. I remember seeing in that in the Ponyta clip that each of your shinies had something to do with the number 7. Is that right, Casey? Your Chimchar, your Houndoom, and your Ponyta. Well, Ponyta was in 700 and something encounters. But that's very cool. And you're single hunting, right? Your BDSB Fire monotype team. Good for you if so, Casey. And good progress again, only one to go. Hope that Magby doesn't take too long. Anything under odds. Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point, Casey. My Pokemon Sapphire Dream Team quest that I did... That was off stream. That was a couple of years ago. It was before I even knew that I was going to stream at some point. I just did it for fun. All of the Pokemon I found under odds, including Kyogre. So that's 7 shinies. It was amazing. Trico was like, I want to say, around half odds, 4,200. And then Whismur... Oh, I can't remember now. But it was... Oh, maybe that was 6,000. Still under odds, though. What was next? Seviper. That was the very first phase. It was only a 25% encounter. Riley, who's sometimes in the stream, is shiny hunting for Zangoose in Ruby. And has been, oh my goodness, going for months for that. And I feel, I'm very, very lucky that I got shiny Seviper in Sapphire. First phase, and it was under odds. It was like 3,000 encounters. Unbelievable. And then, yeah, similar story for the Wurmple, the Shuppet. And the Clampo. Clampo was like 4,000. So much fun. And then Kyogre is around 6,000 as well, I think. So what I'm saying is I'm due an over odds 8192 hunt. But then again, Venonat took 50,000. More than 50,000 in Sapphire Week last year. So maybe that balances out and maybe we'll get an 8192 shiny in a timely manner in this Pokemon Silver Dream Team quest. Single hunting on original highway. Yes, good. Oops. Good for you, Casey. Yeah, single hunting is... that's the point of a Dream Team quest. It makes it more special if they're all on the same save file. All found on the same save file. But, I don't know. Depending on how long some of these hunts are, especially with this first partner hunt, maybe I'll double up with Pokemon Gold at some point. In the very casual Crystal playthrough I started, I might try and complete the Pokedex on that save file for Crystal. I've never done that in a game before Pokemon Shield. So I'm looking forward to that challenge. A sort of childhood dream, I suppose. That feel good. The seventh thing has been pretty wild. Each shiny encounter has had some relation to number 7. Chimchar, 2074. Houndoom in 7. Incredible. Johto was phase 1 at 1707. And Ponyta was 769. Wow. Wow, Casey, that is amazing. No, don't apologise for the chat spam. I asked, so thank you for sharing. It's always a pleasure to see you in stream. Please do like and subscribe, everybody, if we're enjoying. Got my socials linked below as well. Blah, blah, blah. Got my socials linked below as well. I'm at Chazingdra on X, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok. Plenty more content on the channel. Chazingdra Chats, my podcast, where we take a stroll through the life stories of people in the Pokemon community, discovering the 6 Pokemon on their dream team along the way. Always an illuminating time. More than 40 episodes of the podcast on the channel at this point, including today's episode featuring Joe Bernard, Pokemon trading card game caster and content creator. I make silly Pokemon comedy skits. I vlog events that I cast. Many more videos planned for this year, which I'm excited about, including my Birmingham 8192 Shiny Challenge that came out last week, in fact. So check that out. I've got my Discord community link below. It'd be a pleasure to see everyone and any one of you in the Chazindra's Chocolate Factory linked below. Come and join the merry folk. We're very friendly in there. I'm back live 5:45 tomorrow for my soloing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond with Lediam run. I'm loving that quest. It's a roller coaster, and we're up to Victory Road. We might even attempt the Elite Four tomorrow. Could we even beat the Elite Four tomorrow? I don't think we can, but I could be wrong. But there is a chance that tomorrow's Lediam stream is the final one. So you don't want to miss it. There's a chance. I'm not saying it will be, but it could be. I've been loving leaning into creating Pokemon content, and I hope you're looking forward to much more on my channel. Heading for 1,000 subscribers, aiming to reach that by mid-April for the 1 year anniversary of my channel. So all help towards that, hugely appreciated. And I'll be streaming for only about another 5 minutes, actually, everybody. So, let's see if Totodile is going to surprise us at the end. How am I enjoying the PC? Oh, thank you for asking. Built it on my own, up and running for a while. Thank you very much, Casey. I really appreciate that question. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Thank you, Casey. It's one of those things where, I'm pretty untechnologically minded. And so I'm sure there's all sorts of potential this PC has that I'm not realizing. But, bit by bit, we learn about it and we improve our knowledge and so on. But, yeah, thoroughly enjoying using it. I mean, before I just had my MacBook that I was using, which just wasn't robust enough for everything I wanted to do, not least streaming. But it's going well, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you asking. Yeah, sometimes I need to remind myself that I built this. It's wild. Really. Something I never would have predicted that I'd do, to be honest. You know, this whole streaming Pokemon thing has only come around in the past couple of years. So yeah, very cool. Pat myself on the back for that one. How's everything going with your PC, Casey? You technologically all set up? Do you want to make any changes to your setup at some point? Hope it's all going well for you. You're late, but you're here, Alex. Hey. You are welcome anytime, my friend. How are you doing? How are you doing? I was thinking today, Alex, about badges and emoji for the channel. So, I'll be in touch with you about that in due course. And yes, as I've said a couple of times this stream, everybody, Alex, who designed the thumbnail for my Birmingham Mate 192 Shiny Challenge video, is very kindly designing emoji and badges for me as well. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how they turn out, because the thumbnail came out so very well and got a lot of love, and rightly so, from people who watched the video. So excited for that. Music for the channel and podcast coming soon. Some of you might have noticed, the eagle-eyed amongst you might have noticed that in the descriptions for my podcast episodes, it says music coming soon, and it said that since April. For various reasons, it hasn't come soon, as you've seen. But now, it really is coming soon, so that's exciting. Maybe I'll save it for the 1 year anniversary, I'm not sure. But I heard a little draft of potential music for the channel today. Someone very dear to me is composing that, and I'm so excited for it. I can't wait for you all to hear it. How are you doing, Alex? Hope you're having a very merry day. And yeah, I won't be live for too much longer at all, just a few more minutes, really. But pleasure to see you. Such a good feeling to have built your own PC. It certainly is, isn't it? It certainly is, Casey. Use it to continue growing YouTube. Yeah, agreed. Glad I've enjoyed the present, though. It's working well for you. Thank you so much, Casey. I really appreciate that. It is very satisfying. It's, yeah. Adds to the sense of making something happen for yourself, which is always a very satisfying one. A little bird whisper, there's another 8192 Shiny Challenge at EOIC. Well, first of all, Ben, welcome to the stream. Always a pleasure to see you. And certainly is. Yes, everybody, thank you for the reminder, Ben. If you are coming to the Europe International Championships in a couple of weeks at this point, or a few weeks, there will be an 8192 Shiny Challenge there, which is very, very exciting indeed. In Birmingham, we did one. We found 2 Shinies. We had 14 people come to that, I believe, and it was 18 consoles between us. Hopefully even more at EUIC. Big event, so let's hope there's more. Let's see how many shinies we can find in an hour on the Generations 2 to 5 games, where the odds are 1 in 8,192. It's always such a fun event, and looking forward to seeing people there. I can't host it this time around, but my good friend Shmon, who was part of the challenge last time in Birmingham, will be hosting it. So bring your older Pokemon games, bring your consoles to play them on, and shiny hunt. Let's see how many we find in an hour. It's an idea started in the NA region, and it feels good to be bringing it over to EU as well. Let's see what shiny hunters we have among us in EU, because I feel like we don't hear as much about them. So let's start that change. Start that revolution where we discover our EU shiny hunting community, and more than that, the shiny hunter community that attends these live events. Maybe we'll get more attending just for the shiny hunting. Who knows? We'll have to see. But shiny hunting in person, which is something I experienced for the first time at Birmingham with other people, was so much fun. So I'm looking forward to everyone experiencing that. And how are you doing, Ben? Hope you're having a very merry day. Glad your PC is good. You upgraded your CPU last year. Going to need to build a new machine over the next couple of years. Really, about 5 years old. So, yeah, it's a shame how quickly things get outdated, isn't it, Casey? But hopefully you don't need a new machine. It's just sort of would be helpful. But, you know, I hope that you don't feel like you have to keep spending money on new PC stuff too often. But I'm glad it's going well for you, Casey. Tinkering about with yours, they're a lot smaller than you expected. Yeah, they are pretty small, aren't they? But nice, that's exciting that it's for your challenge. Almost done with this week's pod. You've been listening while driving. Oh, cool. Well, Thanks so much for listening, Alex. Yeah, the hope is that people tune into the show for the format, you know, hearing life stories, hearing the 6 Pokemon on people's dream teams, rather than specifically who the guest is. So I hope you've been enjoying the chat with Joe Bernard, trading card game caster and content creator for Omnipoke, or as part of Omnipoke. Hope you've been enjoying it, Alex. Probably get away with updating just the GPU for a while. You'd really like to get one of those nice fish tank style PC cases. Ooh, cool. It's in the budget. When you make that jump, you will. Yeah, nice. All the very best for that, Casey. It's only been a day. A lot of stuff going on, but still doing good. Good. Well, I hope everything's okay, Ben. Hope everything's okay. With that, everybody, this will be the final check. So let's see if we have a late surprise with Totodile here. Is it going to be shiny? Let's find out. It's male, so it could be. It could be. The time really does fly when I'm hanging out with you all on these streams, everybody. So thank you so much for passing the encounter so quickly. Great format. I'm glad you're enjoying it. You've never been into TCG, but they're always a good listen. Good. That's exactly what I want to hear. What I want to hear, Alex. Delighted to hear it. No, it's not. But you know me. We always do a bonus check. So let's see. Glad you're enjoying the format. Yeah, I remember waking up like 4 in the morning one day. It was the autumn of 2022, I want to say, with the idea for the show, and I was so excited for it. But it just wasn't the right time in life to get it going. But now it is going, and it feels really good. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you very much. You're off to watch AC Milan. Wow, good luck. Hope you... Well, good luck. I mean, yes, good luck, but also hope you enjoy it, Casey. That sounds fun. Such a pleasure to hang out for longer tonight, Casey, as well. So thank you so much for being here, and have a very merry rest of your day. Congratulations again on your shiny Ponyta, and good luck for the rest of your Monotype Fire Shiny quest in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. All right, final check, everybody. Is it going to be shiny? It is not. Unsurprisingly. Unsurprisingly indeed. But hey, let's increase the encounters. And where do I want to go? I want to go to just me. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for being here. Ben, how do Gen 2 Shinies work? Yeah, exactly. So for the Totodile, Ben, it's got to be male, and it's got to be an HP stat of 20 for Totodile, at least. That's all I can say on that front, but those are the 2 factors I know about for Totodile. So thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. Pleasure to have Alex and Ben join here as well. I'm glad you're able to tune in a little bit before the end. See you tomorrow, 5:45, for the continuation of my Pokemon Brilliant Diamond soloing with Lady Ann run. It's been such a roller coaster. It's so much fun, and we've reached Victory Road. So see you tomorrow in Victory Road with Lady Ann. We'll reach the Elite Four. Maybe we'll get our first attempt against the Elite Four as well. And then the challenge takes on a whole new chapter with the Elite Four. So looking forward to kicking that off tomorrow. Do not miss it. 5:45 GMT tomorrow on this very channel. Thank you for tuning in. Once more, please do like and subscribe if you've enjoyed it. It really does go such a long way. Check out the latest episode of my podcast, Chazingdra Chats, taking a stroll through the life stories of people in the Pokemon community, discovering the 6 Pokemon on their dream team along the way. Joe Bernard's episode dropped today, Pokemon trading card game caster, and you might know him as OmniJoe, content creator for Omnipoke as well. Huge Pokemon trading card game resource, so hope you enjoy that. And 40 more episodes on the channel as well, and there's got to be something for everyone. It's as broad a range of guests as possible. Got my Discord community link below. Come and join us in the merry folk. Come and hop into Chazindra's chocolate factory. It would be just nearly completely switched around some letters there. I've been talking for too long on this stream, but it'll be a pleasure to see you in Chazindra's chocolate factory, so the link is in the description below. I've got my Patreon link below as well. If you want to hang out off stream, it would be a pleasure to see you in there. And otherwise, yeah, let me just catch on these final few messages. Alex, yes, happy to have caught you as well at the end. You have a good evening as well. Have a merry time. Always good to catch up with this challenge, even if it's for a little bit. Well, thanks so much, Ben. Yes. And it's going to be a long one. I'll continue hunting off stream, everybody. Don't you worry about that. Get those encounter numbers increasing. Move on to a quick hunt on this very special Dream Team quest. Pokemon Silver, my favorite game of all time. And also, of course, recently celebrated its 25th anniversary, Pokemon Gold and Silver. So, feels like a good time to be doing this quest. See you tomorrow for Iris, Ben. Indeed. See you tomorrow, 5:45, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you there. I do VGC on Tuesdays. I do Shiny Hunting Wednesdays. I do challenge runs on Thursdays because I'm a fan of everything the Pokemon video games have to offer. But for now, everybody, see you tomorrow, 5:45. Once more, please do make sure you've liked and subscribed. Thank you for hanging out. Have a very merry rest of your day.